let's make lemonade. Okay, let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Chevrolet of Granger. June is bringing big Chevy savings. Get 0% for 5 years on eligible 2026 Silverado models, or drive home the popular Trax with 2.9% financing or lease as low as $299 a month. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. And, of course, you can always call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on our social media channels. Good morning, Ross Peterson.
What's up, buddy? How are you doing, man? Happy anniversary to you, bud.
Yeah. 33 years my wife has put up with me, and it's been one hell of a ride. That's for sure. I've taken her all the way to the bottom, and she's taken me all the way back up to the top.
You are way too hard on yourself in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to family.
No, I'm not. Okay, and you know, my wife is a saint, and I think everybody who listens to this show has heard the stories enough to know that my wife is a saint. It's taken me a long time, but I have finally, I think, crawled out of the foxhole. You know, and she likes me, so that's a good point. That's a good start.
She likes me, he says.
Yeah, I think she loves me, but she definitely likes me now.
It's a great accomplishment. It takes two. Anybody that's been in a relationship or is still in a marriage, or a marriage that's lasted that long, knows that, man. That it, there's usually a good guy and a bad guy, but. But
I'm the bad guy. There's no doubt about it.
It definitely takes two. And everything you've ever said about your wife is right. Anjanette is a saint and awesome, and everybody that meets her loves her. But congratulations on 33 years. It's a hell of a accomplishment.
You pointed out today that we were married before you graduated high school.
I didn't put the math. And here's the time, like 33 years. The first thing in my head was, 2003.
No, 1993.
No, 1993. I'd have been a freshman. I could have been your ring bearer. I was such a tiny guy.
Maybe the reason my wife has been to the bottom with me is because I have such a sick sense of humor. I was vetoed for today's show. I had a show list put together, and then Ross during the pre-show meeting was doing some stuff around the house, and he gets out this big hefty bag, and he stands in front of the camera, and he puts the
garbage here.
He puts the air in front of it, and he sees this look that I have on my face, and he's like, that look is mischievous. And I said,
Travis gets this look. His look. He goes like this. He goes.
I start laughing. You can
see it. And I know him well enough. I kind of see his eyes sparkle, and I'm far enough away I couldn't hear him, but I could tell he's got something fun. All he did was watch me fluff a garbage bag, and he's like, I'm like, uh-oh.
I just did it.
He's on to something here. And I grab my headphones, and I go, what are you thinking? What'd you say?
And I go, is that your condom? Because it was just, you were holding it in front of your junk, and it's like you're putting it on. And Ross gives a laugh. I go, that would be a good show. The craziest thing you've ever used to cover it up when you didn't have a condom. I go, because everybody's done it. And you're like, no, not everybody has done it.
No,
I'm like,
we haven't.
Sure you have. You're like, I don't have a condom. Well, get some saran wrap, and I'll just hold it on there.
I go, what? You think somebody's going to call in and go, yeah, I used a bread bag once? And Travis goes, what?
But Ross is like, no, we can't do that. Nobody's going to say that they've used alternative methods of birth control.
I think all of us guys, if you've got a large enough friend group, though, you've got a guy like this. I'm lucky enough to have a few of them, okay? I'm lucky enough to have a few guys that think so far outside of the box that they actually believe everybody thinks like them. And that's Travis is one of those two people in my life that does this on a regular basis, says some of the wildest shit you've ever heard. And you go, what? He goes, oh, don't act like you weren't thinking it. No, man, I wasn't thinking it.
You know it's bad when Reverend Ray goes, TMI, TMI,
Dude, I'm
TMI.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
This is like that time Williams and I had that producer and he was like, yeah, it's like pooping in the ocean. Huh? He goes, yeah, don't act like you haven't pooped in the ocean. No. No, never done that. What are you talking about? Oh, I was in the ocean. I was swimming. I had to poop. Just pulled the pants down, pooped, and
watch it float away.
Don't act like you haven't done it.
All that salt kills the E. coli.
I wonder. See, what would be a fun game to play would be that game. What's the thing you've done where in your head you're like, well, everybody does it. I'm trying to think, what's the weird thing that I do?
Ross, my list is so long that I don't, you know. Listen, I'll call Ross in the middle of the day and go, hey, you've done this, right? You're like, no.
I'm an incredibly gassy guy. I fart all the time.
Farts are funny.
There's a part of me where I'm like, well, everybody farts like this. Everybody farts 40 times a day, right? And then you meet somebody and they're like, dude, you have a problem. Like you have a medical condition that you need to get diagnosed.
Irish Hawkeye likes to point out bird bathing, bread bag, etc.
Irish, we're scratching the surface. We're scratching the surface of what the stuff that happens. On a daily basis, I get a phone call like this. Not daily, but I bet about once a week, Travis and I have a conversation where he's like, don't act like you haven't bird bathed.
How am I not living in like a rundown single wide
because of Anjanette.
In a trailer park?
Remember the 33 years?
Yeah,
the first thing.
I drag her to the bottom. She drags me to the top. Man. But that was the show I wanted to do today. It got vetoed, folks. But damn it, I was going to bring it up.
And I'll just say you're welcome. That's all I'm going to say to everybody out there. You're welcome. So, and here we are anyway. So wait a minute.
Yeah, here we are anyway.
Maybe not you're welcome. Maybe I'm sorry was the right way. Sorry I took the garbage out this morning in front of Travis. That's what got his brain going. Got to be careful what you do around Trav. Don't do things
I was giving you a compliment. I was saying you had a hog, man, because you're like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I'm like, Ross getting ready to tie one on there.
I am. Are you this way, Travis? And maybe, again, this is one of those things where I'll think everybody is like me, but I don't think everybody is like me. If my neighbors, if I lived in a place where I couldn't see my neighbors, I would never know when it's recycling week. The only way I know that it's recycling week is my neighbors have their blue bins out. I never know. And I know that's crazy because it's like, well, Ross, did it come last week? Then it's coming this week. I don't know. I don't know if it came last week. I don't remember if I took the blue bin out last week or this week. I don't know. So every Thursday night or Friday morning, I literally have to like, oh, yeah, it's recycling week. Okay. If I lived in a place where I couldn't see my neighbors, I'd just
is your recycling week every 2 weeks?
Every other week.
That's what ours is too. And thank God my wife remembers it because I'm kind of like you. Oh, we have a trash bin with a green lid on it.
Yep.
That's for recycling. And so I'm kind of like you. Oh, everybody else has theirs out tonight. I better bring that. Anjanette has it memorized. She knows when the dates are.
Yeah.
I rely on neighbors too.
They have a program in Des Moines. Okay. Which of course, when I tell you about it, you'll know how I feel about it.
Do bread bags come in Magnum? Well, They come in wonder. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's funny though, because there are the half loaves of bread, and so you could. I'm not really a Wonder Bread guy. I'm more of a Nature's Hearth.
Alternative condoms. How does the brain even work like that?
Wes, I'm telling you, daily. I want to say daily, but really, I should just start keeping a journal or something.
Well, because you write everything down.
I do. I keep
much
notes
better than
about
I don't write stuff down. I should, because I'll wake up. Oh, what were we talking about?
Can I tell you the note I wrote down this morning? I'm not to 0% for 5 years on Silverados. They're giving you free money for 5 years at Willis on Chevrolet Silverados.
Yeah.
Might change my path. That at least adds an option into my Pathfinder that you threw at me yesterday.
Yeah. No, Silverado is going to cost you a lot more than a Pathfinder.
That's true. But yeah, I did like the dude. I sat in a Pathfinder yesterday.
Did you drive it?
I know one of the guys, because I was at Willis yesterday getting the air conditioner fixed in the Jeep, and I'm like, hey, I'm done. I'm done putting money into this piece of shit.
Because you do reach a point, you're like, okay, it's time to get rid of the car.
Dude, I bought the thing a couple years ago. I love the Jeep. It has...
Looks good, looks new.
Well, thank you. And I get that compliment all the time. People will say, hey, is that a new Jeep? I go, no, it's got 200,000 miles on it. But I drive a ton, so I can't really lease a car. So I went in yesterday and kind of, because you mentioned yesterday that they have that lease on the Pathfinders for $199 a month. I'm like, Jesus, I can drive a new car for $199 a month. I drive too much. So I'm looking at buying one. Well, then my buddy John, who works there, he came out and he was like, hey, I've got this Pathfinder. I think it's called Platinum or Premium. He's like, you want to check this thing out? Dude, I sat in it. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. This is sweet.
Now, you could cut your driving down. You could just do, because I know you go to Canada, you go to northern Minnesota. Just do what I do. And my new thing is going to be rent a car on long road trips. And that way I don't put the miles on my car. And you'll just be doing those city miles. Just saying. There's ways to keep the miles down.
So anyway, I was going to tell you one of the things we do here in Des Moines, they offer a program with the recycling deal. Okay. That you can apply for, and then what they do is, so you tell them, hey, I want to do the special program, and they say, okay, we're going to keep an eye on your recycling the next couple of weeks, and if you do everything right, if you sort your recycling the correct way and you break down your boxes, we're going to reward you with a golden lid for your blue bin, so all of your neighbors will know you're special. And you really care about saving the planet. There's a big part of me that thinks recycling's all a big hoax, but whatever. Who am I to say?
But does Audrey want the golden lid? Did you tell Audrey, hey, we could get a golden lid? That means you're special.
No.
You're saving the planet.
No. I think we have conversations about how golden lids don't make you special. Did you see? So a lot of people were maybe anticipating
golden showers. Sorry, what now?
Here we go. See? Daily. There's 2 today. Flag's got the yellow lid. Look at him.
No, he does not. He does? I didn't know Flag was an earther. So he celebrates Earth Day, goes with all the libs.
Flag will surprise you. Guy's an onion. Peel back the layers. I could hear him calling down to Waterworks. Yeah, I want to apply for the golden lid. Give me my goddamn golden lid. They're like, Batman? Not Bat. I don't sound like that.
I mean, I've heard stories about like our recycling programs where, yeah, they make you do it, but it just goes to the landfill like everything else.
You ever talk to somebody that works for the... Sorry, never mind. I'll keep it to myself. But it's all they don't do.
It's all right. It's all right.
I try. I do the thing I'm supposed to do. For the most part, you know what I mean. I'm breaking down boxes and I'm throwing them in the blue thing. Every other week, I take the blue thing out there too. But there's a part of me that's like, this is a waste of time.
All I know is that my wife takes it pretty seriously. And
a lot of people do.
Because every 2 weeks, and we have like one of those 55-gallon or just massive ones, and you should know how big this is because you have a fish tank that big now, is that it is full every single 2 weeks.
Don't get me started. It's like all of a sudden I've become a fucking aquarium around here, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're going to start charging admission to your house here pretty soon.
And then Courtney the other day is like, oh, look, my friend's selling a 55-gallon fish tank. This is a good deal. I've got a 55. I've got too many gallons.
I mean, you've got a good-sized house, but it's not like you have room for a 55-gallon tank.
I didn't have enough room for the people and animals I had in this house at one time. So, no. Some folks were expecting to see me on the course at Wakonda this morning. Unfortunately, we couldn't make that work. We were really trying and got my credentials through the PGA, but some logistics got in our way. We weren't able to really secure internet. The Wi-Fi down there was a little bit more spotty than we were hoping for, and we couldn't get close enough to the clubhouse to do.
And before you go,
so sorry.
What about the Starlink? Well, ironically, Ross returned the Starlink to me, and he calls me yesterday in the middle. Hey, dude, my car's broken down, but if I get in the Ford Ranger now, I might be able to get there. And I'm like, can the Ford Ranger make it? And I'm like,
we would find out.
And I didn't even know if I could jump out, get out of work to go home. I'm like, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But the Principal Charity Classic does tee off this morning. Probably the star threesome that's going to take place in the morning will be Zach Johnson, Ernie Els, and Steve Stricker. That's a pretty good threesome to follow. I mean, you've got some major champions right there in that group. Zach Johnson, Ernie Els, and Steve Stricker.
And honestly, Trav, I do feel like this is something that we're going to see with the Champions Tour. More 10 years ago, when the Champions Tour would come to town, I maybe knew one or two names in the field. We weren't to that point yet where all of these guys, once Tiger came on and the golf blew up, now I'm familiar with all these guys. I know Ernie Els. I know Zach Johnson, obviously. This is what, in the next couple of years, I hope this is what continues to happen with the Champions Tour, where it's more and more and more. I mean, dude, now if I were to look at the field here at the Principal Charity Classic, there's probably 15 or 20 names in the field that I'm familiar with.
I would say maybe even more than that.
Really?
And I think what has happened, Ross, we probably didn't follow golf as much as we did the last 20, 25 years with Tiger. So we got to know all these other golfers, a VJ Singh, and Ernie Els, a Colin Montgomery, all these guys who are a part of it. And you're like, okay, now you've got guys because Tiger forced us to watch golf. And even though he won the majority of the time, you still heard those other names coming up through the ranks, and you're like, "Oh, you're old now. You're old like me, like us."
9:50, you'll have Miguel Angel Jimenez teeing off. He's a fun one. Boo Weekly teeing off at 10:11. Colin Montgomery at 10:22. Yeah, dude, a lot of names on here.
I on one of our social media clips, I put the Troy Martin interview where he's talking about the Stephen Alker, who he holds the bag for. And go listen to that again. For a guy that just came on tour, 4 or 5 years ago, to be in the top 10 50% of the time and had to just get an exemption to keep playing, the guy's been dominating the Champions Tour.
He tees off on 1 at 11:04 with Nota Begay and Cameron Percy.
Would you have thought Nota Begay was on the Champions Tour?
No. There's several of these names, dude.
I know. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. Ross, Caitlin Clark must have been listening to you. And I gave up on the Fever. I didn't watch the Fever last night. First Fever game I haven't watched in a long, long time. And maybe Caitlin's going to be one of those people like Michael Jordan who thrives off the negativity. But I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. You're like, hey, Caitlin Clark's got to go nuts. She's got to have a big game. She had 32 points last night, 10 assists, and a 114-106 win over Chicago in overtime. So you've got the 32 points. This is coming off the game-winning three-point shot that she had the other day. Comes back with a double-double. Aaliyah Boston has 34 and 12. Maybe I just shouldn't watch Fever games anymore. And maybe you should just keep challenging Caitlin Clark to say, it's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah, I don't think we had anything to do with it, but I
would
think
agree with
that,
you.
Like last night, man, Travis, what an indication, though, that you didn't watch. Because this is ironic. Our buddy Jeff Klein from Choice Creative. We have a friend, Ed Underberg, who he's one of the most passionate Hawkeye fans you'll ever meet. Loves Caitlin Clark. And he is one of the guys that in my text groups, I talk about this often. When Caitlin's having a good game, my text groups are popping. And Ed's one of those guys. It's like, hey, you guys watching this? Well, the other night, Klein wrote that last night in our text group. He's like, hey, Ed, I haven't seen you talk about Caitlin in a while. Has your fandom kind of died off a little bit? And I wrote and said, man, is anybody in this group watching the WNBA anymore? And Klein wrote and said, well, we are, because my daughter's a huge fan. And tonight she had a great game. Went for 30 plus, team won. That's awesome. That's really cool. Something's happening, though. If you didn't watch last night, if the people that I wonder if this is happening in everybody's world, and I do think it is. I think that either the page has turned or the page is turning where it's not what it used to be. It's not the must watch, get guys together, everybody's paying attention, living and dying with each shot type of thing. That's what it was for a couple of years here in Des Moines, it felt like, and just around Caitlin Clark. If you're not watching, I just am curious. My brain tells me we've reached some sort of tipping point, not only with Caitlin's, with that love that is around Caitlin. We're in that build them up, tear them down type of cycle that we all talk about. But I just wonder if the interest is waning altogether.
Let me combine with everything you just said, which I don't disagree with the farther you get away from the years you played at Iowa, you become detached from being a Hawkeye. Right?
And I think some of that, I think you're onto something here.
And then you throw in, the more you critically watch it, you go, this isn't very good basketball. When you watch a game and you miss 11 layups, you're like, if you can't hit a layup, if you're missing bunnies, and I can watch a game like we did the other night at the NBA Finals, and it's apples to oranges, it's not the same thing, I understand that, but we like to watch the
excellence.
Best. Excellence.
We like to watch excellence.
Yeah.
That's what the NBA, you watch these guys that shoot incredible percentage from 30 feet. That's why we loved Caitlin. That's what was exciting about her, was like, holy cow, we've never seen this before.
Now, to be fair with her 32 points last night, she was 15 of 15 from the free throw line, 8 of 18 from the field, 1 of 6 from three-point land. 15
of 15 from the line.
But free throws are boring. She had some great assists, though.
I think that the Iowa thing is a factor. I don't know how much. I don't know if it's a subconscious, subliminal, silent factor. But I do think that a factor in it on that Iowa tip is her silence during the Hawkeye men's basketball run in March. And we all get it. We all see she's probably going to have the last name McCaffrey someday. Her in-laws have been future in-laws, potential future in-laws. Her boyfriend's family was very outspoken against the Hawkeye basketball team during their run here and Hawkeye fans. And she kept herself silent during that. I think that there's a part of it with that with Hawkeye fans. I don't know. And again, maybe not conscious, maybe not out loud, but I think there's a part of it where Hawkeye fans are like, well, she doesn't love it the way we do. We thought she loved it the way that we did. We thought that it was forever. I don't.
And the farther you get away from something, you just become more and more detached from it. You're like, okay, we got other things to watch. Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be back in action tomorrow. They take on the Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun, one of the worst teams in the WNBA. So they'll be back in action tomorrow. And I'm probably not going to watch a Saturday game. So I'm gonna hold off on 2.
Iris says, Ross, Connor's definitely taking her last name.
Is that a thing?
No, but I think that she'll always be Caitlin Clark.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah. And don't blame her for that. And I don't think it's, it flying in the face of God's wishes or anything like that. That's a brand. That is a $1 billion brand.
Nike's not going to go, we're redoing your logo to say
CMC.
CM. Yeah.
CMC. There, just throw the M in the middle. That's all you got to do.
It's that simple. Hey, folks, I want to tell you about Grill Fest coming up at Shields tomorrow in the West Des Moines Shield front parking lot. It's 11 to 4, and you know what? You're going to get great views of grills, smokers, Blackstones. The event is for anyone who loves to cook outside, and you're going to come up with some really good Father's Day gifts and have a lot of fun with some free food. And think about what you want to give for Father's Day. When you bring a non-perishable food item to donate to the Food Bank of Iowa, you're going to get a free bottle of seasoning or sauce. It's Grill Fest tomorrow at the West Des Moines Shields from 11 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Have a good time and go get some really, really good food and maybe get yourself a new smoker or grill.
Okay, one of the guys, after we got done with our conversation about that photo the other day, put it back up.
Okay.
One of the guys finally expressed specifically what his problem with the photo was. Okay. The ribs are going to drip on the pizza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that a bad thing though?
And he said that, and I was
thing?
like, "Oh, is that a bad? Oh my gosh, you just changed the game."
See, that's what I do.
Because when whoever it was said that, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." But now you're right. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, you get a little pork drizzle on top of the pizza. I don't know if I have a problem with that. A little smoke.
Pork drizzle.
Could have called it pork jizz. I don't know.
3 times. Right there, folks. 3 times before 6:27.
I'm here to help. I am here to help. You know, sometimes the key to feeling better comes from just being seen for what you need. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center with services from low testosterone to managing the effects of aging. But more than that, UCI is the place to go when you want to be seen like a man, not a patient. You don't want somebody else's treatment. You deserve yours. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at IowaURO.com. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire. A front row tickets to every show-yonaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know that over time, your engine builds up carbon deposits in the intakes and valves, which can lead to poor performance, fuel economy, and even bigger issues down the road? With summer on its way and road trips abound, the last thing you want is a major repair. For the month of May, Land Rover Des Moines is offering 15% off our fuel services to clean out that carbon and get your engine running smooth while keeping some extra cash in your pocket. Don't let a clogged engine ruin your family summer. To get scheduled, visit us online at LandRoverDesMoines.com.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense, because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
If you're looking for a mortgage for your home, Gary Presnell with Northwest Bank is the man to call, because he's been financing residential homes the past 25 years. Gary offers VA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans and conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get that loan pre-approved in 30 minutes or less, and it can happen after hours during the week or even on the weekends. Give Gary a call today at 515-975-6767. Again, 515-975-6767 is the number to call. You know what it's time for, Ross? It's Friday. It's time for the Iowa Lottery Weekly. Woo-hoo! That's right. The Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo.
Snuck up on me. My woohoo is my friend's 33rd wedding anniversary today. Congratulations to my buddy Travis Justice and his wonderful wife, Anjanette.
33 years just makes you feel old. You know, it just makes you feel old. And I think back, we've been together since we were 16 years old. So it's not like, we met after college or anything like that. We got married a month after she graduated from college. We've been together since we were 16. And so many people who probably thought we were never going to make it, probably including myself. And I'm sure at one time or another, Anjanette thought we weren't going to make it. But you get through it, right? You get through the ups, you get through the downs. And
lucky,
when they say for better or for worse, she took the worse. And it's been a great 33 years. But this one comes in from, we've got a number of submissions. Good job, everybody, for sending them in.
Oh, nice.
And if you have a woohoo, you can call at 515-517-2303, or you can just go online to therushradio.com.
Oh, the comment section gets me sometimes, dude.
My woohoo is my wife and I had sex last night without a condom.
Oh, my God, what has happened to our show? Did you see Caitlin's comment?
I'll take the blame for that.
Did you see Caitlin's comment when we were talking about hold on, we were talking about the ribs dripping on the pizza? She said, just put a bread bag over it.
See, Caitlin? Caitlin gets my sense of humor. Thank you, Caitlin.
See, I think it's funny.
We're kindred spirit.
I think it's funny. I just wouldn't think of it. You know what I mean? You know, that's what, when something's really funny, I think, is when it's like, I mean, there are times you laugh at something, you go, oh, I was thinking that, but I didn't say it. And then there's stuff that people say and you go, where'd that come from? All right, fire
That's when
away.
you talk to me. This one is from Sean, who's from Johnston, Iowa. My youngest of two sons turns 24. Wow. I'm most proud of the fact that he's just a good kid. He holds doors open. He cleans up the dinner table. Is he still living at home at 24? Anyway, he holds his grandma's...
more common right now than you'd want to think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. He holds his grandma's arm to his sister when walking, when they go out to eat, or to an iCubs game as examples. He respects his elders and knows how to say please and thank you. May not seem like much to many folks, but I'm a proud dad, and with all the stuff going on in the world, we could use more like him.
That's funny, though, because there's a part of me that feels like, are Sean's other kids not like that?
There's always a black sheep.
Always a black sheep. My youngest, he does things the right way. Don't ask about my oldest, but my youngest, he holds... Sean, that's nice. Nice of you to
recognize. Next one from Patrick up there in Woodward. My daughter, in her first year of softball at the high school level, has made contact at every at-bat without any strikeouts. Girl has an eye for the ball. Think about that.
Hasn't struck out all year.
And has made contact every single time at the plate. That's a good woohoo. Really good
nice,
woo-hoo.
Patrick. Good job.
Up from Iowa Falls, this is Brad. 21 and a half years ago, I lost my wife a week after giving birth to our daughter. On this coming Monday, my wife and I will celebrate our 19th wedding anniversary. She's my best friend and has weathered many ups and downs, and we are thriving. We had 3 more wonderful kids and a great life together. I feel like this is a long-distance dedication on Casey Kasem. Anyway, it isn't easy marrying a widow and raising a daughter that you didn't give birth to. So my woohoo is happy anniversary to my lovely wife, Michelle.
That's a really good one.
That's a really
Brad
really
and Michelle. That's a good one, Brad. Sorry for your loss, and awesome that you've had such a wonderful couple of decades on the backside of it, man.
Justin says, and Justin's from Carroll, everything goes through Carroll. You ever notice that? Everything goes through Carroll.
There's so many people in our community that are from Carroll. There's something in the water there. That's where Bruno's hometown is.
Yeah. Scott Sipker's
from Carroll. Our friend Stephanie Copley, again, there's some accomplished people from Carroll.
Justin says, my woohoo is my first slow pitch team won our first game of the year in Templeton. Trav, if you're interested in visiting your mom, there'll be more games on Friday and Sunday afternoon. It's 16-inch softball, fun sport to come visit your mom and watch some old guys drink beer and watch a couple games.
Okay, so several questions. Have you ever been a slow pitch softballer?
Years ago, I played on a team called the Inksters. And what it was, they let a TV guy play on a newspaper team. So the Inksters were a bunch of reporters from the Omaha World Herald, and they, at that time, thought I had some athletic ability, and I still thought I had some athletic ability. So like, why don't you come play? So it was a morning team. We'd play at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning because they had morning leagues, and we played a morning league. Yeah. And then we'd go grab lunch and drink beer.
A morning league?
Yeah.
Have you ever played 16-inch?
No,
dude.
I want to have a shot to hit the damn thing out of the park.
Well, see, when you start with no chance of hitting a home run, the 16-inch ball just becomes a kind of a fun little gimmick. It is fun. 16-inch softball. It's a different game, dude. Totally different game. And because the ball can't go. You don't play with gloves. The first time I
play with gloves.
You don't play with a glove.
Because the ball's Nerf softball?
The ball's too big. A glove is pointless. You can't. The ball doesn't fit in a glove. So you play barehanded. It's difficult. It's a totally different game. My first time playing slow pitch or playing 16-inch. We were visiting my friend Josh Alton, who lived in Chicago for a long time. Worked at Second City, and he was a stand-up comedian. And we would go out and hang out with him for, on the weekends. And one weekend we're going out there and he's got a softball game. And I was like, oh, that'll be fun. I'll go and watch my buddy play softball. They played right in the middle of downtown and the skyscrapers all around him. It was like epic scenery. And the day of the game, about an hour or 2 hours before the game, his phone rings and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, that sucks. Oh, you can't play?" He's like, "Hey, my buddy Ross is in town. He's decent. Should we ask Ross if he wants to play?" And he's like, "Ross, you want to play softball tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, all right, cool. You want to play third? Our third baseman's missing." And I'm like, "I can play third." He's like, all right. And I'm like, "All right, do you have a glove for me?" "Oh, we don't use gloves." I'm going to play third without a glove?
In slow pitch softball, where it's going to be humming right at me, where I'm going to be playing on the edge of the dirt?
What? And he's like, "No, dude, it's 16-inch. You ever played it?" "I have never played it." And it was a learning experience for sure. You can't hit it. I mean, it's like,
can you throw
pillow.
it? I mean, I know you can throw it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, can you wing it across the diamond?
You can. Winging it, no. Can you get it across the diamond?
I'm shot putting this thing.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's a different game. But hitting it is like hitting a pillow. Like, you can't get the thing to fly unless you're a monster hitter. You know what I mean?
Damn.
How about this for a woohoo? This is my buddy Alan. Waking up surrounded by the mountains in Granby, Colorado. He says, "Does anybody know what famous event happened in Granby?"
I don't.
Alan, you're going to have to enlighten us there, buddy.
You just teased us.
Killdozer. Do you know that story, Trav?
Wasn't that a movie where the bulldozer became alive?
Nope. No. This is the real life story of what was the Michael Douglas movie where he finally snaps?
Falling Down.
Dude, this is the real life Falling Down. Do you not remember this guy? He owned a construction company in Colorado, and he got really pissed off with the city because the city had kind of zoned around his business and were making they were going to bankrupt his business just simply by some of the zoning laws that they had done to allow other businesses to encircle him, and he couldn't get business anymore. And he begged the city to stop doing it. He told them, "Hey guys, you're gonna push me over an edge," and they kept doing it. And the dude quietly turned his bulldozer into a tank, and then went nuts.
Oh,
you don't remember this? He drove the thing through City Hall. Like, he tried to destroy the town. He didn't kill. I don't think he hurt anybody. He ended up killing himself. But he did it all and drove through several of the city buildings and stuff like that.
If you're going to rezone, you're going to rebuild. Wow.
And this is not a long time ago, dude. I feel like this happened
in the 90s?
2004.
Wow. Why don't I remember this?
You'd been married for a decade when this happened.
Yeah, you're right. My oldest was like 15.
Didn't hurt
Greta wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I might have been out of the house at that time. I had a lot of stuff going on. And Ross this morning was like, "Congratulations on making it 33 years." I go, "Yeah, I do need to remind you that my parents got divorced after 40. So, yeah, I mean, we're not in the clear yet, but I think we're close."
You hear stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, marriage is hard, man.
It is.
Relationships are really, really hard.
Yeah. But if you do have an Iowa Lottery weekly woohoo, make sure to send it in. Your chance for $90 for now. That's what we're calling it. $90 for now.
Love it.
We'll be mailing you a prize pack where you could win even more money. The World Cup is underway, and we have something for you thanks to our good friends at Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Thank you, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company, for being a sponsor of this show, for advertising on this show. But they've teamed up with Fongs and Musco Lighting to have a watch party tonight. Team USA is in action tonight against Paraguay in its first game or first match of the World Cup that's going to be played in L.A. They're going to have a watch party down at Fongs where you can get pizza, you can get beer, you can get Coca-Cola. Musco's going to have a 20-foot video screen down there to watch, all family friendly. Talked to Bruno yesterday. He's like, hey, if you could mention this. I said, absolutely, I'll mention it, right? I mean, that is something really cool. And because if I watch soccer alone here, I'm going to turn it off after like 5 minutes. If I'm in a group mentality,
it's the way to watch soccer. It's the way to watch it.
Yeah.
Totally. You get that mob mentality that you feel the energy build as your team is advancing. That's the way to watch soccer, definitely.
Yeah, because if I'm by myself, I'm not watching the whole damn thing. But you go to Fong's and Atlanta Coca-Cola Bottling Company tonight. Hell, the sun will still be out at 8 o'clock. You'll have family-friendly event.
Oh, Donnie Rickles. Just bring your own bread bags.
Maybe that's a new shirt. Bread bags and bird bathing. The Rush. The Rush. But, Ross, I was thinking about this yesterday as I was mentally preparing for today's show. And I go back to 1994. I think that's the last time the World Cup was in North America. And I was told in 1994, this is a turning point for American soccer. This is where the sport makes a huge impact on everybody around. People will see... I've seen commercials that are running now, the greatest game on earth, the most beautiful game on earth. Then U.S. men's soccer didn't do well. And hell, there's been times you're like, you're just not that good. Is it important for I don't expect Team USA to win. I don't think anybody does. But if they don't get out of group play, does that hurt the game?
Oh. I mean, no. Is it better for the U.S. to advance? Is it better for the growth of the game if they advance and have a wonderful World Cup? Absolutely. I mean, look at what the women winning the World Cup did for girls soccer here in America. We love winner. Everybody loves a winner. This is why, you can track the growth of the NBA in China with Yao Ming. You can track the growth of golf in France with Jean Van de Velde. You can track the growth of women's basketball with Caitlin Clark and the women's soccer with Mia Hamm. And we love golf with Tiger. We love a winner. And it does get you excited about something. So is it better to? Absolutely. But your question was, does it?
Meaning you have the world stage here. But for the most part, we don't care about Germany. We don't care about anybody else. We care about Americans. And if we're not the best at something, we're not going to latch on to it.
Look at tennis.
100%. I latched on in tennis when Pete Sampras, John McEnroe, Jimmy Connors,
Andre Agassi
were dominating the circuit. When even though Steffi Graf's not American, but you still had the Chris Everett.
She is now.
She's married. She is now. She's married to Agassi. But you had the Williams sister. You had Chris Everett. There were Americans that you latch onto. I'm just saying, is this the golden opportunity? And if they let it slip away, if they don't get to the round of 16.
Okay, that's where I think I might kind of diverge from you a little bit.
That's fine.
I don't know that it's necessarily. We're a different country, man. We are football obsessed. A1 football. Our best athletes want to be football players. Then they want to be basketball players. And then sometimes baseball and hockey and golf. And there's all of these other things that are grabbing at our attention. And by the way, U.S. soccer has destroyed itself. It's been its own worst enemy by becoming a country club sport. All of these other countries, soccer is the great equalizer. You need a ball and open field and you can play soccer. Not in America. Not in America. In America, you need money. You need money. And the kids that don't have money, that just have a ball and a place to play, they go play basketball. And then they play pickup football. And then and sometimes in the city, they play street ball, meaning baseball.
Well, hold on. You know, it's interesting because golf is a country club sport. Tennis is a country club sport. Soccer, I see it's not a country club sport, but it's becoming so money driven that it's become a country club sport. I think baseball's become a country club sport.
Dude, we're turning all youth sports into country club sports.
With the exception of I don't think football is. And I
agree with you.
You can play and I get the AAU basketball scene, but they're still easy just to go play on a playground. And if you have talent at basketball, they're going to find you.
Yeah.
Right?
That's I think that there's some good points here. Again, Donnie Rickles, we're using him a lot today, but it's hard to play soccer in the winter. And, you know, 60% of our country experiences winter. Burger's onto it. Americans love sports. We can use our hands, and we love bread back. Never mind.
I'm never going to live that one down.
That's a good one.
I share, and I get beat up for it.
We love it. No, not beat up. No, in you get brought into the. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes. I do get nervous about when I meet new clients and they're like, "Oh, you have a radio show?" I go, "Yeah." What's it about?
Bread bags and bird bathing.
Bread bags and bird bath.
Just saying.
So, Trav, I don't think again what I just gave you there was a really, really long answer for. I think that calling this a golden opportunity is overstating it.
Okay, that's fair.
First of all,
there will be purists who tell you this is it.
Of course there will.
This is the moment.
Of course there will. And for soccer people, this is a golden moment. For soccer people, this is what they've been dreaming of and waiting for since 1994 was the last time we hosted the World Cup, and this is great for them. What's it going to mean for soccer in the United States? I'm trying to tell you, not much. Win or lose, the machine is in place. And the machine of all youth sports is money. It's money. One of my buddies, Ryan Haringo, will post this often. Whenever a youth sports story, he just shares the same thing. Youth sports is about one thing, and it ain't the kids.
If I asked you to name, and I'm going to play full transparency here, I can't tell you the name of one player on the U.S. men's national team.
Christian Pulisic? Am I?
You know what? You know what? The only soccer name I know is, well, two, Pele. But when it comes to Americans, is Alexei Lalas. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And he was on the '94 World Cup team.
Don't act like you haven't Googled Hope Solo.
Naked.
Christian Pulisic is on the team. He's the only name I recognize, Trav.
That's another problem soccer has. You need what I remember in '94, they marketed Alexei Lalas like he was Michael Jordan, meaning he had that personality, he had the look, there was something about him. And now he's doing commentating, I believe, on ESPN. But you need a star. Messi's the star in the MLS. He's the star for Argentina. You know those names. You need an American to have that type of impact. Who is that? Here's another name. Remember Freddie Adu?
I was just going to, I knew when you said, who was that? I about said Freddie Adu?
Freddie Adu.
He was going to be the next Pele. He was going to be the next greatest player in the world. And it just didn't pan out.
I mean, did you watch Mexico yesterday? Did you watch any World Cup soccer?
No,
Neither did I.
Nope. Watched the NHL Stanley Cup Finals last night for a little bit. Watched the end of that game. No. Tonight, I'll be at a wedding in Illinois.
You're not going to have the phone out at the wedding going, oh, my God, we're in the 36th minute. It's tied at 0. That's why
now
you
Trav,
need,
I'll be
that's
honest.
why you need the group, though. That's why I would go to Fong's and watch it, because then I could feel the energy. You feed off of other people.
No doubt. Fong's would be an awesome place tonight. 20-foot screen. Yeah, that will be a fun party tonight. No doubt about it. Now, if I'm at the wedding, if I'm at the reception tonight and all of a sudden my phone buzzes and my buddies are like, holy cow, this is fantastic. It's 2-1, or you know what I mean? This is game. Then I will probably pull the phone out and under the, try to keep an eye on it, because that will interest me. And I don't think that you should have to apologize. Like, for soccer fans, they hear this and they're like, man, screw you guys. You can't even pay attention to who our national team is. I can't apologize for it. I just have to be honest. It would be way worse if we tried to pretend like we knew who Brendan Aronson was.
Have no clue. There's people who are watching this or listening to this going, well, you guys shouldn't even be talking about it then. If you don't know who these guys are.
That's fine, because I want to tell you something else that's a problem here, okay? And I'll just be very honest with you. Sorry, soccer fans, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, and a lot of you might think that I'm being extremely racist with what I'm about to say. Here's part of the problem. Alejandro Zendejas, Folarin Balogun, Haji Wright, Giovanni Reyna. These are all members of the U.S. men's world team or national team. I'm just going to assume, we don't have American, we're not breeding our own talent that gets to play at that level. And again, that goes back to that thing of youth sports. We made youth soccer a country club sport. Some people might not like that. It absolutely is. It's very expensive to get your kids up into those higher echelons. It's very expensive to get them to play against the best players in the United States. Duax is a great example. Duax will tell, he'd agree with all this. We've talked about this. It's a difficult sport to break into at this level. You have to play soccer from a very, very young age. And they have made it a very expensive sport to play here in the United States. Got to pay for the best coaches. Well, what's that yielded us?
Nothing.
On the national level and in the world stage, what's it yielded us? Nothing. I would say we've gone backwards. Travis, we can name more players from those previous teams than we can from this one. I wasn't even sure if Christian Pulisic was still on the team. I just knew that name.
Will we know a name after this tournament? I can name more women's soccer players than I can men's soccer players. And that's why I talk about the big moment for U.S. men's. Women's soccer doesn't have a problem. Men's soccer has a problem. And that's why this is such a big, big tournament for U.S. men's soccer.
And that's why I don't know that how the U.S. finish is going to have that giant impact. Is there an impact? Definitely. Is the game better off if the team wins and they show that success and it starts to garner that excitement about being, representing the United States and being a part of that team and doing something great? It's way better. Is it going to be the make or break for the future of soccer? No. And dude, it always cracks me up whenever we talk about it. It always reminds me of the Better Off Dead movie with John Cusack. Isn't it Better Off, or is it Say Anything, where he says kickboxing is a sport of the future?
That's Say Anything.
That's Say Anything.
Yeah, Say Anything.
Kickboxing is a sport of the future.
You want to go fishing with Ross? He's got a golden opportunity for you. Or not with Ross, or fish where Ross fishes.
It might end up being with me because I might be doing a couple of trips I need to get Eli up there again. It's a fun place to take Courtney. There's so many options up there at Ballard's Black Island, but what is waiting for every one of you is a lifetime of memories and an epic fishing trip and an epic couple of days experiencing God's wonderful creation, man. That's the best way I can say it. The food's amazing. The cabins are sweet. The campfire's always awesome. And Ballard's Black Island is waiting for you with an awesome deal. $1,200 per person for 3 days of fishing, 4 nights, and the full package is included. Call them at 218-634-1996. They've still got a few openings in there. The calendar's filling up. But if you call them now, they'll get you in. 218-634-1996. Tell them you want the Ross Peterson special, $1,200 per person to fish for 3 days. You're going to have a lifetime of memories. You'll love it.
515-517-2303. Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show coming up next.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job Millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Did you know that over time, your engine builds up carbon deposits in the intakes and valves, which can lead to poor performance, fuel economy, and even bigger issues down the road? With summer on its way and road trips around, the last thing you want is a major repair. For the month of May, Willis Volvo Cars is offering 15% off fuel services to clean out that carbon and get your engine running smooth while keeping some extra cash in your pocket. Don't let a clogged engine ruin your family's summer. Give us a call or schedule online at willisvolvocars.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving you.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive in Mini of Des Moines. A strong selection of Countryman models still available to kick off the year. The most powerful all-wheel drive Mini ever. Join us on June 16th from noon to 6 p.m. for their Mini Match Day event. A full day of test drives, free food, and fun music. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comment section. Call the show at 515-517-2303, and you can call the show at or leave comments or follow us on our social media channels. I'll figure it out. I'm all over the place today. Don't forget the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo still going on. If you want to give us a call, give us your weekly woohoo. You could win a $90 prize pack from the weekly from the Iowa Lottery, or you can go to the rushradio.com, click on the promotions tab, and enter your woohoo there. A lot of people have noticed that I'm wearing an Ole Miss shirt today, Ross. I'm wearing my Ole Miss shirt today, and it's because the College World Series kicks off today in Omaha. Just if you're in central Iowa, just a couple hours to the west. They call it the greatest show on dirt. Would you say that college baseball is?
Hold on,
it's their slogan. It's their slogan.
That's the slogan for the Knoxville Nationals.
I did not know that. So the College World Series calls itself the greatest show on dirt. I didn't know the Knoxville Nationals. We have a marketing controversy here.
Dude, that's the world of outlaws. That's the world of outlaws.
I wonder if I'm surprised the College World Series and the NCAA hasn't tried to file like a copyright infringement on that.
So, dude, I Googled it. I Googled the greatest show on dirt. AI overview. Very first thing it says, the greatest show on dirt is an iconic nickname most commonly used for the NCAA Men's College World Series. The world of outlaws, sprint car racing, is also famously billed as the greatest show on dirt. Interesting. But when you said, I'd never heard that for the College World Series. That's, to me, that's always been the world of outlaws.
Well, it's because, and the only reason every sign in this city right now says the greatest show on dirt. So that's what.
I'd never heard that.
I'm glad there's not like a marketing fight over this.
Yeah. They both can be the greatest show on dirt. I'm okay with it.
Because it's two different types of dirt. One has really high banking and you got to be crazy. The other one is just a way to market baseball. Do you think
one's for insane people to do U-turns at 130 miles an hour?
Do you think college baseball today, because I do, I think college baseball today is more popular than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and 30 years ago. And I think the reason for that being is college baseball players now, college baseball at one time was never really accepted by Major League Baseball, meaning they didn't want kids to go to college. They want them to get right into their minor league system and work their way up. Then there was a change to where I think they trusted the coaching. I think they trusted a lot of things that went along with it. And now you have players that go to college and you watch them on ESPN, you watch them in the College World Series, and they're in the big leagues. Paul Skeens is a good example of that. Paul Skeens pitched LSU to a national title. Then he was the rookie of the year for the Pittsburgh Pirates the following year. So now you're seeing these guys go almost straight from college to the bigs, and you don't have that 5, 6, 7 year lag to get to the big leagues. You're like, I know that guy. I just watched him play for Ole Miss. I just watched him play for Texas.
Oh, Trav. Okay, let me ask you first. When do you think that changed? Because I've got this thing going through my head right now.
Well, for me, when it really, I think it was a slow change. The one that really stands out to me, I mean, I can go back to the mid-'80s when Robin Ventura was playing for Oklahoma State.
Because initially I was like, oh, the College World Series used to be a way bigger deal. But I think you're right. You're talking about Major League Baseball's affinity or relationship with college
Yes.
baseball. When did that change? Because I think I've got something rattling around.
Now, this would still go back probably almost 20 years, but I think it started with Mark Pryor.
Really? USC?
Yeah,
Okay.
USC. And I watched Mark Pryor pitch at the College World Series. That's when it was still gorilla ball, right?
Jock Jones in left field. Yeah.
Nomar Garcia. I watched Nomar Garciaparra play for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. Okay. I wouldn't have come up with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there were some big names, but I think really it's been in the last 10 years to where it's really gone to a different level.
10 years.
That's what I think.
Okay. No. I like that. When did Major League Baseball get rid of minor league levels?
Oh, that would have been what? We were still on the old radio station. I would say that's probably been, because you're talking about the Burlington Bees and stuff like that. I would say, is that 6-7 years ago now?
2021 was when they started to shut them down. I was just wondering if those things coincided. That's what was in my head, is like, because do you remember the article I sent to you, Travis, a couple weeks ago about the minor league, the Cactus League? Not the Cactus League. I'm so sorry. Do you remember this story, Trav?
I did. It was about velocity and a lot of things. It was destroying these minor league teams.
It's destroying the low level. Now, when we talk low level, it's like these Arizona leagues that fans don't even basically attend. They really are for developmental leagues. That's what they're called, developmental leagues. And this article was like, hey, they're collapsing. Not financially, and not because fans aren't showing up. Fans have never really shown up at these things. No, the level of baseball is absolutely collapsing. They had a game the other day that was like 24-2, where one of the teams couldn't throw a strike. Literally, they're running out multiple pitchers that can't find the strike zone and end up throwing some outfielder out there to try to get a couple outs. And they're like, wait, this isn't a one-off. This is happening more and more and more because we are so hyper-focused on velocity for pitchers that throwing strikes isn't even a concern until it's way too late. Whereas college baseball, it's not the case. It is still very much about yes, it's still very much about winning the game and getting all the. It's not about the individual metrics that a guy is able to show a scout so he can find himself on a Major League Baseball roster, which is what's happening down there in those developmental leagues.
515-517-2303. Let's go to Booker. Booker, welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. What's going on, Booker?
Hey, what's up, guys? Love your show.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Booker.
Hey, Travis, I was in your neck of the woods. I've been all over on like the Travis Justice tour. I was into Harlan. I was in Menden. I spent the night in Council Bluffs at the Ameristar Casino there. Hey, let me tell you, my boss is going to be real happy when he gets my hotel bill. $4.99 for the night is what my hotel was.
Okay, when were you staying there?
Last night I stayed there.
College World Series, man.
Oh,
I know. But we stay there every week. It's usually like, I don't know, we get a special rate. It's usually like $100, but not this week. They charged us full price, $4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah, my boss is going to be real happy when he sees that bill.
Just tell him don't send me there during the College World Series.
I tried to go to Louis M's Burger Lust, but I don't think the place was open. They got some weird hours, Travis. You need to talk to them.
I know. I'll talk to Mr. Mancuso about that.
Hey, I got a weekly woohoo. I'm going back to my hometown of St. Joseph, Missouri for the first time since, last fall, because we went to a Chiefs game. So I'm excited to go see my family, and that's my weekly woohoo. So, woohoo!
All right.
Hold on. Don't, hold on, Booker.
Sorry.
What's up?
You called it Missouri.
What you got?
You called it Missouri.
Yeah. That's
you
how it's supposed to be pronounced. Everybody else says it wrong, Ross. Everybody else says it wrong.
Yeah, Ross. Don't you know that? It's Missouri.
Booker,
I didn't think St. Joe was south enough to call it Missouri yet. I thought it was below Columbia or Columbia and below. So today, and I'm going to spend all day at the College World Series. We've got a big client party there today, so I'm going to be at the College World Series all day long. My 33rd wedding anniversary, Angie goes, "We going out for dinner?" I go, "Well, I'm going to be at the College World Series."
It's a miracle.
I'm going to say, "Come on down and join me." But you got West Virginia and Troy. That's an interesting game, Ross, because two first-timers. You have two teams that have never been to the College World Series before playing in that first game. So you got West Virginia, and then the nightcap tonight, you got North Carolina and Ole Miss, which will be a good one. Tomorrow, you've got Texas and Georgia and Oklahoma and Alabama. 5 SEC teams out of the 8 at the College World Series. So have you ever been over for the College World Series? You haven't, have you?
No,
you
no,
haven't.
No, I have. I have been over there. I just got a text message. Remember dude. I say I have a friend that is just like you who says the things that you know who that friend is.
Yes.
He just sent me a text that is one of a kind. One of a kind.
Better than a bread bag?
Dude, can't even say it on the air. Yes, I have been over to the College World Series. It used to be a thing when Rick Powell was the baseball coach at East High School. And we had a guy in Pleasant Hill by the name of Tom Vale. He was, the type of guy that all of us should try to be. He really helped build a community. And even when his boys were no longer playing baseball for Rick Powell, Tom Vale, a guy by the name of Fred Rishus, Coach Tom McDonald, these guys would take high schoolers over to the College World Series. Normally it was like the high school baseball team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you were like me and loved baseball, you got invited to go on the trip. And so I got over there a couple of times with groups of guys to the College World Series. Now, Travis, this was Rosenblatt days.
Yeah.
But I was there the year Jock Jones played with USC.
Oh, really?
Playing left field for USC. I got his batting gloves.
You and I were probably in the stadium together at the same time and didn't even know it because I was covering the College World Series starting in 1994.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what you don't turn down with the College World Series is a good marketing opportunity. So in addition to $499 rooms in Council Bluffs, what is also adding to the hotel thing is youth baseball. So during the College World Series every year, they hold the Slump Busters tournament.
What?
Yes, because they sell it as the kids can come see college baseball. You're going to be in the same city as the College World Series. Now, there's some parents who are listening to this show right now who are probably coming over for the Slump Busters tournament. How many teams do you think are part of the Slump Busters tournament and how many states, Ross?
They call the youth baseball tournament the Slump Busters tournament?
Yes. They need to look up what that really means.
Yes. What?
How many teams and how many states do you think are represented during this thing?
I'm hung up on the fact that they called the youth baseball tournament Bang a Fat Chick. That's what they're calling the youth baseball tournament. Is the Bang a Fat Chick tournament. What? That's real?
That's real.
The Slump Busters? That's the name of a slow pitch softball tournament in Minden, Iowa.
You're probably right.
Grab the coolers and the 12 packs of beer, boys. Come on out. We're doing the Slump Busters this weekend. Get it? Youth baseball? The Slump?
Can't make it up.
Holy cow. That's amazing. I
Can't make it
Because
up.
you know, Travis, one of the things you do at a USSSA baseball tournament is you buy the t-shirt. You go to the concert, you buy the t-shirt, right? So how many kids are going to be walking around with Slump Busters on the front of their chest in the next year?
I don't know how many kids. I'm going to tell you. Somebody put it up there, 6 states represented. There are 801 teams from 36 states.
36 states and 800 teams?
801 to be precise. Do you know how hard it is to get on a baseball field in this city right now? Do you know how much money is being spent? 801 teams, 36 different states.
36 states, 800 teams.
Brian says this. And soccer is the money grab.
It's youth sports, Brian. It's youth. It's all youth sports.
Slumpbusters.
800 teams? How do they even do that? I mean, I'm genuinely, how's
not
it
joking,
possible
Ross.
to crown a champion?
Ross, I drove by. There's a field a mile up from my house. I drove by at 8:10 yesterday. They're playing. They start at when the sun comes up, you're playing, and there is not even the shitty fields are getting used.
Yeah, you got it.
8
Slump Busters. This is amazing. I had no idea. I didn't know that. This is my first time hearing about this. That is why. And truthfully, Trav, take those 800 teams, well over 8,000 players, because each one of those teams has more than 10 kids on the team. 8,000 players, over 8,000 means probably around 16,000 parents. You're going to have some single parents, but you're also going to have some divorced parents that bring the new spouse. So you're going to have close to 20,000 parents. Add in the 8,000 kids. Let's say you've got 25 to 30,000 people that need a hotel room.
There might be people who are getting a hotel room in West Des Moines and drive 2 hours every day to frickin' play baseball.
It's a lot cheaper. If you lived in Des Moines, I think that you would say, hey, guys, we're not getting hotel rooms.
We're going back and forth.
Yeah, right. If we have the 8 a.m. game, we get up at 5. Wow, dude, how do they possibly bracket that thing? And
I have no idea. My son never played in it. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And they probably don't even think, they probably started this several years ago by calling it the Slump Busters, not even thinking about what it really meant. As Ross says, banging a fat chick.
They absolutely knew what this meant.
You're
They
right.
Absolutely knew. The Slump Buster Tournament, Omaha, 2026. Let's just hit that. OmahaSlumpBuster.com. They already have the 2027 dates out there for you, by the way. There are 3 sessions, 9U through 14U. Travis, 8,400 plus players. 4-game minimum. You get a dozen baseballs with your admission.
Wow! I get a dozen baseballs,
and I will tell you that, listen, no gate fee is one of the things that they're advertising, which as a parent I appreciate. I never liked the fact that I paid for my kid to be in a tournament and then had to pay to go watch him. Travis, this is insane, dude. So it actually goes for it's not just this weekend either. This thing goes through the duration of the College World Series.
Yep.
So session 1 started on the 10th, goes through the 14th. Session 2 is the 15th through the 17th, and session 3 is the 17th through the 21st. They have it registered. It's a registered trademark. Experience the College World Series, registered trademark, at Triple Crown's Omaha Slump Buster, registered trademark, a fixture on the youth circuit. A fixture on the youth circuit.
800 teams, 36 states.
Entering its 24th year as a tournament. Dedicated to building memories and bringing families together around the great game of baseball and cashing your checks. It doesn't say that last part. I added that in. But that's an important part of it. You don't get to play if you don't pay. This isn't about family. This isn't about growing the game. You bring us your damn checkbook. And if the check clears, you get to play.
Coworker of mine their son played in it a couple years ago. I think it was like $300-400 a kid to play or something like that. Wasn't cheap.
When did Mark Grace say the Slump Busters line on Jim Rome? Oh my goodness. Okay, now wait a minute. This is the 24th year?
Mm-hmm.
Mark Grace said that in 2003.
Somebody said, that's a good idea for a tournament.
Right
Let's
away.
turn banging a fat chick
that day
into a tournament. What a good idea. We can market that. Let's get to it before Mark Grace does.
Okay.
Baseball gives us a reason to celebrate. You know what else gives us a reason to celebrate? The 4th of July and the Rush Radio Freedom Feast giveaway presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm. So here's what you get. You get to register to win the grand prize. It's the Mob Stars from the Iowa Fireworks Farm, valued at $800. A Weber grill from Ace Hardware in Johnston and Ankeny, and a barbecue bundle box from the Des Moines Bacon Company. You can register now at therushradio.com. It's very simple. Just go to the promotions tab. You'll see the Rush Freedom Feast, and you'll be registered to win. That's all you have to do is to register. So very, very simple. Go to therushradio.com. And you could win a fabulous, fabulous package and be part of the Rush Freedom Feast giveaway from the Iowa Fireworks Farm. And, of course, the Ace Hardware in Johnston and Ankeny and the Des Moines Bacon Company. Now, every single week, Ross, we are giving away a $50 social prize from the Iowa Fireworks Farm. That's a gift certificate. You can go use that $50 for whatever you want. Now, we had a lot of pictures come in. And this one kind of, I picked it today. This one.
Oh.
Is that patriotic? Is that patriotic?
It's just badass.
It is total badass. Now, it is from Ryan. And he said this. He goes, hey, I want to submit this to you guys for the patriotic picture. It's nothing special. It's not even that great of a picture. But it was at a very special, life-changing time for me. And it gave me a new perspective on what's important in life and how amazing this place is that we really live in.
Man.
Love the show. Look forward to listening tomorrow. That's from Ryan.
Ryan, I don't even know you to know any. That gave me chills because I can only imagine what it was that you were experiencing in that time that made that impact on you. Thanks for your service, man. Thank you very much for.
We I was asking for funny ones and being funny, but that came in late last night, and I'm like, that's the winner. I mean, there's nothing more patriotic than that.
And we want to be clear. It doesn't have to be a military thing. You're playing to the judge's emotions when it's a military thing for sure. But yeah, we could get photos of dudes in red, white, and blue bibs and
absolutely. I got one the other day, right? But it's like. For some reason, that just struck home, and I'm like, oh, that needs to be the first one.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, Ryan, you don't have PTSD, and you can go take those fireworks and have a good 4th of July with your $50.
I just had a memory go through my head. Our buddy Drew Shipley, who listens to the show, one day we were talking about that military math. Remember me telling you? I learned one day that there's like a math that military guys can do, age and rank, and they can tell about your character. And Drew writes to me and he goes, I feel attacked.
Hey folks, refresh your homes with floors you'll love. Iowa Floor Covering offers beautiful hardwood, waterproof luxury vinyl, carpet, and tile for every single room in your house. Stop by their wonderful Bondurant showroom or go to iowafloorcovering.com for a free quote. Tyler Kluver is scheduled to join us when we come back on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire. A front row tickets to every show-yonaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
You can change your life for life. Play today.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland, Service Manager here at Mini of Des Moines, and I have a question for you. Are you and your Mini ready for your summer motoring adventures? To help you have a little more fun on that trip, this month we're offering a 15% discount on all fuel services, as well as reduced pricing on all pre-planned maintenance packages. Please stop by so our factory-trained technicians can ensure your Mini will continue to keep a smile on your face for years to come. Please give us a call or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com to set your appointment.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Did you know that over time your engine builds up carbon deposits on its valves, which can lead to poor performance, fuel economy, and even bigger issues down the road? With summer on its way and road trips abound, the last thing you want is a major repair. For the month of May, Willis Chevy is offering 15% off our GDI fuel service to clean out that carbon and get your engine running smooth. Don't let poor maintenance keep your family on the side of the road this summer. Visit us online at willischevy.com to schedule your appointment today.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
If you're not feeling right, don't ignore it. Treat it, but treat it your way. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center designed to restore your confidence and put you back in control. Because at UCI, you will get a personalized treatment based on you and nobody else. You deserve a clear plan, a private, tailored experience, and judgment-free care. That's UCI. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at IowaURO.com. Before we get to Clove, we got a woohoo call coming in at 515-517-2303. Let's go to Tim. Tim, welcome to the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. What is your woohoo?
Well, good morning, Travis and Ross. A few months ago, I heard a lady call you from Seoul, South Korea, and she says, when are you going to talk about the Hawks? So I realized that you're heard all over the world.
We are.
I always listen. I always listen to the sports radio when I go to bed at night. It relaxes me and helps me sleep. Went to Alaska last year, and they didn't have any stations to get on the radio, so I stopped it there. But my wife and I went to England, Ireland, Scotland, and I didn't want to listen to talk about rugby, hurling, and cricket. So why not try the Rush? And damned if I couldn't get you. So I got you in London, Dublin, Waterford, Kilcarney, Limerick, Kings Court, Edinburgh, and St. Andrews. So I thought, wow, that's
awesome.
Good.
That's
you were,
cool.
I think, I remember that somebody was giving you a line about ditching your glasses, and you were in Savannah, slept on the couch because your daughter joined you.
Yeah.
And and you had a great discussion on tips, and my wife thinks I tip too much. We were in Edinburgh, and across the street was the Royal Mile pub, and we went in there, and Jenny, my wife, she said, we have a Royal Mile right up the street from us in Des Moines, Iowa. Nobody really believed her, but it was very similar to the one here. We're leaving the castle in Kings Court, and we thought they had a robot mower that was working on there. And we thought that was kind of interesting because you advertised that.
Yeah.
We went to the old course and having a beer with some locals, a Tom Morris beer, 1821 lager. it's only sold at St. Andrews. And some old people up there was just play golf. We were talking about Zach. He won the Open in 2015. And I told him about when I attended his charity events, Kids on Course at Elmcrest and Cedar Rapids. He used the claret jug as his ball marker on the 18th green. I'm going to go watch him today with my wife, daughter, and son-in-law, and watch him at the Principal today.
Excellent.
And
keep going.
What the biggest thing was the biggest woohoo for me was 43 good folks saying me happy birthday on a bus as we toured the Ring of Kerry, and I thought that was pretty good. So that's my woohoo.
Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate
Tim,
it.
that's
Thanks
fantastic,
for
man.
That's
Thank you so
awesome.
much, sir. That is really
You're
cool.
welcome. Thank you for a great show.
Thank you so much. We
We're
appreciate
lucky
it.
to do it, man.
All right. Let's bring on the man, the myth, the bread bagger, our good
Listen,
buddy.
wait, that was really cool. That guy
It
takes
was.
us on his world travels.
I know.
Man, that's neat. Kluve, it's neat to have that. Have you had those moments yet where people, to me, that stuff right there is, I hate to say like why I do it, but genuinely that fills my cup. Hearing people go, oh man, this thing that you think you're doing where you're entertaining people, you're doing it.
Yeah, it's nice to get the confirmation. 100%.
Yeah.
Is it confirmation or validation? Or, or are they the same things?
I'm gonna do the Ross thing here. Yeah, he's doing it. He's like, my favorite thing about Ross on the show is that maybe my favorite thing about your guys' show in general, again, it's a behind like baseball thing or what's it, inside baseball thing, is your guys' cadence. I love because we do it on the podcast. It's like, hey, this isn't like sports talk radio, which is what you guys are still doing, is a different cadence than podcasting, right? You guys are, and maybe you guys are just better. You guys, I mean, you are. There's a slower pause and reflect aspect of your guys' show when you're having conversations about stuff that I constantly am like, man, we should do more of that. I'm always trying to fill the space, and it's like,
Can I tell you what that is, Kluve? We don't prepare. We don't talk. We don't prepare. We don't. When Travis brings things up, it's genuinely the first time I'm hearing about him. A lot of times. I mean, he sends me a rundown. I have an idea. I don't know what Travis's take is going to be. He'll sometimes just say, Caitlin Clark, / 37 points / fever win. But
hasn't been many of those recently.
No, it hadn't been, unfortunately. Thanks, man. Thanks for saying that, though, Kluve. That contemplative thing is the thing I love having those conversations and like that.
And it's another thing, and we've talked, and thank you for calling it a radio show, because I refuse to call this a podcast. Ross and I have gone down this just because we're live every day. We take phone calls. We haven't changed what we do.
It's not it's not a podcast.
And so you can't mistake chemistry too. I've done radio with a lot of people that you just don't have chemistry with. You don't have, it's kind of like a dance. And Ross and I think have had that from the day we spoke for the first time together. We just we clicked. And so we're like, oh, this could work, because
you guys are so cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I avoided bringing up Texas Tech until you came on, because they are going to fall. They are falling on the sword, man. They are going to go to hell or high water. Last night, they released a video with their school president, with their athletic director, talking about integrity, because everybody's talking about the integrity of the game, and they're not hurting the integrity of the game. Yesterday, in the middle of the executive board meeting for the Big 12, they get delivered a letter from the Texas Attorney General that says, hey, if you punish Texas Tech, you better expect the legal fight. So now, Ross, what did I tell you when this was all going down? This is a dog marking its territory. Tyler, I said this earlier. Who's the big dog in the Big 12 now that Texas and Oklahoma's gone? There isn't one. And Texas Tech is trying to say, hey, motherfuckers, we are the big dog.
Yeah, there's a couple. I guess BYU might be their only. BYU's got a lot of.
With the money. That's a good point. A lot, yeah.
But Texas Tech, Texas, right? They're in Texas. They've got all the money. BYU has all the money, but Texas Tech has all the money. Integrity. Wow. Who gives a fuck about integrity anymore? We left that one when I was playing. I mean, seriously, what are we?
It's a buzzword. It's a buzzword. It's absolutely meant for people to go, oh, good. They're focused on the integrity because they said they were.
And they legitimately served the Big 12.
Yeah. Legitimately said that you cannot punish Texas Tech in any way. And if you do, we're coming after you.
I guess that's the thing. There's no precedent on any of this. It's like, I don't know. I get Texas Tech's side of things. What'd they pay this kid? $5 million
allegedly.
Depending on and I'm sure they could find a way to back out of that contract because anybody can nowadays. But it's like, of course they're going to fight to get this kid eligibility and be on his side, right? They paid him $5 million. They'd at this point, who's going to be their quarterback if he's not their quarterback, right? Like we're trying to win football games.
We
got to remember. This is something that Ross would say. We got to remember what's most important here. We got to win football
games. Yeah. It's not academics. It's not integrity. We got to win our football games.
Ross, my favorite thing that you bring up, or maybe Travis, you guys both do, is like, when's the last time we heard about the academic and eligibility?
That's Ross.
I really don't know.
Was there anybody academically ineligible when you played? And I only asked this because I said this the other day. That's something you can keep under wraps now. Nobody really talks about it. So if somebody's suspended for a couple games, they're hurt, they're dealing with. Could that be an academic issue? Do you remember when you were playing any time that anybody was academically ineligible?
Specifically, one doesn't come to mind, and I'll be honest, is because you're not really talking about your academics with your buddies because no one really cares about like, hey, how's your school go? How's school going for you, pal? You're all just kind of the things you check in with your friends about are like, hey, did you get a concussion today?
Oh, I thought it was good. Did you get some last night?
Or that?
You leave the bar with that girl.
Yeah, you're 21. You care about football and social life. You're not checking in with your buddy like, hey, really worried about your test on Friday. Did you study last night? I'm worried about you.
Hey, you weren't at the tutor session last night. What were you doing?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, I noticed you skipped class on Thursday.
And we're here to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, no, they're talking about, hey, that girl with the brown hair.
See? Guys are guys.
Guys are guys.
And they should be. They're 21. They're 21, 22-year-old dudes. I guess 26-year-old dudes. A little creepy. No, so and if it's not that, then it's like, dude, I saw that play in team period. Are you okay? Like, can you walk? Do you feel okay? So they're not checking in. And those academic conversations happen with your, there's the learning center. Let me put it this way. There's a lot that goes to it. They make it very, very hard for an athlete to be ineligible. There's so many checks and balances of here's that, not going as far as we're going to do this work for you, but there is so much more communication and levels of checks and balances.
I'm glad to hear that.
To make sure you're just barely getting by, at least that it really never becomes a thing. And if it does, and I'm sure it did, if I failed a class in college because the teacher accused me of cheating on the final. Now, I'm not going to say I never cheated, but this class specifically, I couldn't cheat. And it was one I did not cheat in ever. And this teacher was the one who accused me of cheating and failed me on the final, which then failed me in the class. And I was pissed.
What was the class, Cliff?
Oh,
if it was basket weaving,
it was worse.
Worse? Billiards?
This was the name of the class. Female role. Female. It was like the female role on the Texas-Mexico border in the 1920s. It was that specific.
What?
It was one of those and I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but it was one of those, I think they were literally called like DEI courses. You had to have so many credits from the diversity, equity, inclusion, or whatever they called it back then. Out of your 120 credits, you had to have like 12 hours from these specific courses. So I had to take this class, and I deserved it. I never went to the class. I went to the first day and I went to the last day. But I was still going to pass. And I did not cheat. The test was like a pink book. You had to like write your own little paragraph story. I don't know how I would have cheated. And this lady, I guess, because I never showed up, and she thought there's no way this guy actually passes this class without ever showing up. She just failed me. Anyway, it's not like I went to my buddies and was like, hey, I failed my class.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah,
so,
but KF or somebody on the team knew you failed that class.
They sure did. Unfortunately. So, yeah, they cover it up.
Cliff, what the fuck? How did you? How'd you fail?
Hey, Phil,
women's roles on the Mexican-Texas border.
Yeah, that was.
I know 3 names. What the fuck, Clove?
It was here's what it was. Gender and I can't even remember. It was insane.
Hey, I got a text from a buddy who went to Iowa. He says, "Hey, ask Kluver if he ever took Introduction to Leadership."
No, I didn't.
He says,
sounds like a bullshit class.
And I swear to God, this is one of my really smart friends. He says, one of my only A's, almost all athletes in the class, and me somehow.
And me. Yeah, no, it rings a bell. I never took it, but the
Introduction to Leadership.
Yeah, the name of it just screams bullshit.
Dude, listen, as a kid that dropped out of DMAC, most of it sounds like bullshit.
I took yoga twice.
In college?
Yeah.
Yoga 1 and Yoga 2?
Same class. You could take it 4 times. It was 2 credit hours. Out of my 120 required hours, I could have taken yoga for 8 of them, which is like, what is that, 6% of your degree or something like that?
It was the same. It wasn't even like, hey, we're going to have yoga, then we're going to have hot yoga, then we're going to have goat yoga.
No,
and then
Tuesday, Thursday for an entire semester twice. I went with 7 of my football teammates. We had a yoga mat, and she ran us through a yoga class. And every 5th or 6th class, we did like the yoga where you just lay down and close your eyes, and she just talks. Yeah, she just talks to you.
You took a napping class.
So you meditated. You meditated.
Yeah, dude. College is.
Hey, Trav. This is my friend who worked. When he got out of college, he went and worked for a Fortune 500 company. He is a super achiever. He wouldn't like me saying that, but he is. He says, I took a class called Relaxation Techniques.
That was one of them, yeah.
He says, I did 4 semesters of racquetball.
Dude, I'm starting to think Grandview is more challenging than Iowa. I never had classes like that.
Yeah, because like at these big universities, they make you they just fill this.
That's a money grab.
Yeah.
Institutions of higher learning, baby.
It's unbelievable. Like my actual major, which there were like all the people in the comments, I took some hard classes. Like I got a 96 in anatomy.
See, there you go. That's That's
what was your major? What was your major?
Exercise science, health and human physiology.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
And like I cared about that. It's like what.
That's why you got the good grades in those, because you were focused on them and wanted to do them. And
and I had a personal interest and all that stuff. But
and truthfully, did the yoga thing, and I'm not trying to be a smartass here, didn't the yoga thing kind of play into that a little?
I mean, it was the yoga, and I took I'll never forget, me and Bo Bauer went to war with these 2 exchange kids from China every Tuesday, Thursday at badminton in the field house.
Oh, they should have kicked your ass.
We went back and forth. We thought we were going to run that place, and those 2 Chinese kids had played some badminton before. We went to war.
This is incredible.
For America. And
we did it for pride of country, damn it.
Did you guys ever break out in the USA? USA! USA!
We took it so seriously that if somebody would have walked in and just saw what was happening, they would have been like, what the fuck is going on? It was every Tuesday, Thursday for a semester. Again, same thing. It was like at 9:30 in the morning, and me and Bo would walk out of that class drenched in sweat because we were not fucking losing.
Did you guys know that there are specific badminton shoes?
No, but
he just wore his Nikes that the athletic department gave him.
I think these two kids were on PEDs.
Austin says, I took bowling at ISU and almost failed.
How do you almost fail bowling?
What I was going to say,
he says it was an 8 a.m. class and attendance was required.
Yeah, that required attendance.
I told all my kids, all 4 of them when they went to college, do not take an 8 a.m. class. Just don't do it.
Ross, not Peterson, had a class at Luther that was flag football.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, what do they call them? Like they're like phys ed courses. They're like, and I'm for it. I'm still for like having, but the fact that you could fill or you could retake the class, like you could do 8 hours worth of yoga and retake it 4 times. I don't know. There's just some stuff in there. The reason I said that though is because that yoga like fit into that. I don't know what they call it, like rec classes or whatever.
Yeah.
Your electives.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, influential women along the Rio Grande in the 1920s. That's freaking awesome.
I don't know if you've talked about Texas Tech. Ross and I are in agreement that Brendan Sorsby should not play college football again. Are you? We saw what happened to Noah Shannon. Hunter Decker's bet on his team. And now I'm here. Well, he was redshirt. It doesn't matter if he was redshirt. It doesn't matter if Brendan Sorsby didn't play for Indiana the year he bet on Indiana. You bet on your team. Do you think Brendan Sorsby should be allowed to play?
Man.
You're waffling.
No, he's thinking.
Yes and no.
It's that pause.
I think based on the rules that we have in place, no. Like, up until this point, it's been very clear. Like, and even on the Noah Shannon thing, like, as minuscule as that is, like, here's the rules. If you break them, here's the consequence. Right? Pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
Right? They did break the rules. I just don't agree with the rules.
That's our next question for you.
But based on the current structure, of which, I was the same way in college. Like, and FanDuel, DraftKings, the sports books have come a long way since I played to where it's like just so much more accessible.
Yeah.
Back when I was playing, it still felt like you had to
have a guy.
You had to have like some number at the bus stop to like call the offshore account. It wasn't that hard, but I wasn't interested. I didn't have enough time. I'm still not interested. It's not my thing really, but it wasn't as easy back then. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's so easy. I think the rules with how integrated it's become to the game and to the ecosystem of sports, you turn on ESPN and they're sponsored by so-and-so or, every show, in this, I think the NFL's like one of their main partners is DraftKings or something. It's like, if it's going to be that integrated into the game, then you can't expect the guys who are playing to just completely ignore this massive pillar that's help funding the ecosystem. And so the way you go about that is, you can bet, go ahead, enjoy sports gambling,
but not on your own sport.
You cannot bet on the sport that you play.
There you go. Okay.
And when you're moving $60,000 to a buddy through a Venmo account or a Facebook account,
you're doing something.
You're doing something.
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, Sorsby had a legit. At first, when I heard him, like, I always kind of cringe at like I'm a gambling addict. I'm a sex addict. Are you? But like,
you like having sex? Oh man, weird. You like?
No, when you're bread bagging.
I might need rehab.
You're greedy and you like money? Huh. Wow, that's weird.
Right, but like, but there are. It's like there's there can be some situations where it's a legitimate problem, and I think the statistics on his betting, number of bets, shuttling money to friends or family members to make bets for him, I think he did have a legitimate problem. I don't think he should play based on the precedent that we do have, which would kind of be the Iowa and Iowa State athletes. I'm sure there's some other random cases out there, but I do think they need to change the rule. And in the rule change, at least that I think they should make, he did bet on his own team.
He bet on his own team,
I guess.
So, and I don't think you should be able to bet on college football. Now, to be fair, there was a rule about a year and a half ago where they were going to say, hey, they were going to allow limited amount of gambling because they knew, hey, if you're betting on the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, you could do it. But the SEC threw a fit, and some other conferences did too, and they didn't get that through. That would have allowed limited amount because I believe like NHL professionals can bet. They just can't bet on their own sport.
Yeah, and I think that's the way it should be. And I don't know how you.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a well-known gambling addict, but didn't bet on basketball games he was playing in. So would have made a lot of money. Just had to serve that 1 year suspension.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can cut it either. I don't think you can say, hey, you can gamble, but just a little bit.
I think that Jake hits it on the head for where I land. Addiction is a very real thing. I'll even grant that, okay, he's a gambling addict. What are the consequences of that?
Yeah.
There's got to be consequences. And this idea that Texas Tech came out and they're like, we are really concerned about Brendan Sorsby's future. He's worked his entire life to be a quarterback. So is the backup.
Yeah.
Who
didn't make any bets.
Right. Who has followed the rules and done the right things. He wants to be an NFL quarterback as well.
I'll tell you where this goes. And I've had this conversation or mentioned this several times on our show before too. The amount of money these guys are getting, the NIL structure that they have right now, like it was hard. It's always hard for athletes to move on from being an athlete. It's going to be real hard when they have to say goodbye to the game and they're not getting the $5 million check.
Yeah.
Like that $5 million and that all the stuff that he's been paid so far. That kid is searching for anything to make him feel alive.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be a financial advisor. No shot at financial advisors in the chat. He's going to be some financial advisor making like $110K in 6 years. And he's going to want to kill himself because his life is so boring compared to what it was during these 4 years in college. And like these kids' mental health, it's going to be insane.
That's a good conversation, Kluve.
All right, Kluve, go check out the Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast. You've got a new one up I saw yesterday. We shared on our Facebook page.
I want to talk about that.
Out.
You had Tom Wilson on from Dowling.
Yeah, we can talk next
week. That's very cool.
We'll talk next week.
It was great.
All right, Kluve, we'll see you next week, bud.
See you, boys.
See you, buddy.
Tyler Kluver joining us. Don't forget to get to Grill Fest at Shields tomorrow from 11 o'clock to 4. Check out a wonderful assortment of grills, smokers, and Blackstones. Ross, have a safe trip to Illinois.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to go watch some baseball today, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Man. Yeah, I'll chat with you on my road trip here, okay?
It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Summer's gonna sizzle at Shields. It's Shields' 3rd annual Grill Fest, June 13th in our front parking lot. Check out national and local vendors and shop the best brands in the business, including Yoder, Traeger, Blackstone, Rectech, and lots more. Get great tips from the top vendors and Shields experts and munch on free samples. Donate a non-perishable item to the Food Bank of Iowa at our event and receive a free bottle of seasoning or sauce at Shields' 3rd annual Grill Fest, June 13th from 11 to 4 in our front parking lot at Shields in West Des Moines.
This is Josh Romick, Service Manager at Willis Lexus. Over time, carbon and deposits build up in your fuel system, clogging injectors and reducing performance. A fuel system service cleans out all that buildup. That's why we're offering our summer travel special with 15% discount on all fuel system services. If you want your vehicle to drive like it did when it was new and prevent problems before they start, a fuel system service is a preventative step. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.